transaction code FBZP.
Okay.
FBZP is the transaction code to configure the automatic payment program settings.
Uh,
Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Out of 6, one we have already finished, the house bank. Now we will be going in the sequence from the top till the bottom, except the house bank. House bank is the prerequisite before you start your FVZP. Okay, even though it is given in the last step,
mm,
still we have to create house bank beforehand. We start this config. So first of all, click on all company codes. We need to add the company code. So click on new entries.
mm.
Give our company code is 01. Then here also T is 01. Okay, so what is the paying company code? What is the sending company code? Sending company code is the company for which this company is making payment. So that is called the intercompany transactions. Okay, and paying company code is the company for which, like, the company who is making the payment. That would be the paying company code. So this is a mandatory field. We need to fill this. We can keep blank, or you can give the same company code only. If like you are the only paying company code, you are only the receiving company code, then this doesn't make any difference. So you can mention the same company code. But say if you have 10 company codes and payment is being handled by only one company code,
Mm.
so in that case, the sending company code would be different.
Okay.
For example, say, okay, let me come back. For example, this is company code 0001.
Mm.
Okay, so
Mm.
0001 is the company code from which I want to receive the payment for my company code. So this setting is doing for my company code T01. So here sending company code would be TE01 and paying company code would be 0001.
Okay.
That means TE01 will all the payments of TE01 would be done by 0001 on behalf of TE01.
Mm.
So now we are the one company who's making payment, who's receiving payment. So I will mention the both. This one. Okay, apart from this,
Sending means receiving, huh?
sending means you are sending payment for which company code.
Okay.
Paying means you are the payer, you are paying.
Mm.
If you are making payment for other company codes, you will receive, you will mention that. Otherwise, you can see F1. You can try to understand this example also. So one thing I'll tell you, in the payment program or in FBZP,
Mm.
it's a very complicated and it is very detailed configuration. Basically, each and every box has some meaning, some
Okay.
functionality. Okay, so in one go we will not understand each and everything. Further, we will do some testings, some business test cases we will prepare, will do, and we will face some problems, and again we will be revisiting these screens, and then we will find out what has missed and what we need to maintain for such kind of scenarios. Okay, that is the best way of learning. If you make everything perfect in the one go, then you will never come to know like what was the importance, what was the use of particular field or checkbox.
Okay.
Okay,
Huh.
yeah. So for now we will make only this setting for this first step. All company codes, just save it. Go back. So see, as of now, we were in this step, all company codes. In here, we have created entry, new entry for TE01.
Huh.
This one we have done.
Huh.
Here we have just mentioned the paying company code.
Okay.
Okay, go back. And our next step would be paying company code. This was
Huh.
the all company code. This is paying company code. Here also we will not find our company code because that manually we have to create. So go to new entries, give paying company code TE01. Here basically you need to specify a minimum amount. Okay, minimum amount for the payment, outgoing payment.
Okay.
So minimum amount for outgoing payment, minimum amount for incoming payment. So automatic payment program can also be used for incoming payment, means for customer payments. But that is very rarely used. Mostly this is part of accounts payable only, wherein we do make payments.
Mm.
Okay, we don't receive the payments.
Okay.
Minimum amount, or you can say 100 rupees. If there is a invoice pending for rupees 99, the payment will not be made through this program using APP. You can do the manual payment through AppDesk 53, but you cannot use F110. So F110, okay, let me show you F110. F110 is used to make the automatic payment.
Okay.
This is only done once we are completed FBZP settings. Okay. Now
Mm.
we are in the process to enable F110.
Huh.
So we have completed two steps.
Mm.
Then third step is called the payment methods in country. So let's go to the third method, third step. Okay, so in each and every country we have this kind of payment methods. Payment method is nothing but the mode of payment. It can be bank transfer, check, right? Like this. If you see for India we have a lot of like when they are testing, many students are working because once the payment method is created, you cannot create another payment method with the same key. This is just one digit key. It can be alphanumeric, anything.
Huh. Okay, means here are not standard one that SAP provides. We have to create that.
SAP provides already EC, E for electronic bank transfer, C for cash. Few of them SAP provides. That also we can use.
Mm.
Inside that screen, we need to modify few details, but
Mm.
there is nothing like we cannot alter this. We can use the standard one. Okay, but if it is required, you can create your new also. But there's not a big change from the standard to your customized one.
Okay.
Okay, it would be same only. So now check. Let us check for example the first one. C. C is called the check payment. Okay, if you click on details, so this is the check payment method. Okay, so this is being used for what? Is it used for outgoing payment or it is being used for the incoming payment? That we need to specify here.
Mm.
So if you are using for customer payment, we have to select incoming payment.
Mm.
And if you are using for the vendor payments, employee payments, mean to say outgoing payment, then we select the outgoing payment. Apart from this, payment method classifications. So mostly we use the first two only. Either it would be bank transfer or it would be a check.
Mm.
Rest two we don't use. Okay, so since this is check, so we have selected check here. Now if you go down, required master record specifications. If you want to make a check payment for a particular vendor, then this detail is mandatory in the in the employee master, or in the vendor master. In the vendor master address, you have to specify street, PO box, or PO box, postal code, all those things. This is the mandatory information which you need to specify in the vendor master.
Okay.
And then posting details, what kind of document type will be used when the payment is made through this program.
Mm.
That would be ZP is for vendor automatic payment, and there is a clearing document that would be not ZP also can be used, but there is one more is called ZV. Okay,
Mm.
so they have used ZP, but you can use different document type also for clearing. Okay. So as of now, let us understand this much only. This part we will understand later. This is already created for check. We want to create for, if you want to check for the payment, electronic payment or bank transfer, payment method for bank transfer. This one you can check, or you can check F. So on the detail screen, here up to here it is same. Okay, it's outgoing payment, but here instead of check we have selected the bank transfer.
Yes.
So that means that this would be EFT payment or electronic bank transfer.
Huh.
Okay, so what would be mandatory for this is the bank details, right?
Huh.
Bank details means account number is required, right? To make a online payment, account number is required.
Mm.
Some countries may require SWIFT code also, IBAN also may be required, but at least we will select bank details and account number. These are the required. Now see, this is outgoing payment, but mistakenly they have selected DRDZ, right? This is, which is wrong actually. So let me come out from this. Let me check E. Yeah, E is correct, but we will select bank details and account number. Or let us create our new payment method. Okay, so go back, payment method in country. Go to India. So I'm going to create one new country IN hyphen. This is my payment method. Hyphen is my payment method.
Okay.
So I select bank number, account number is required, ZP for payment and ZB for clearing.
Mm.
Okay, so transfer TE01. I'll give this name and I will save this payment method. Now, if you see in this pane, currencies allowed, remittance, destination, all these things. So if you see currencies allowed, so as of now we are just specifying this much and we are going to save it. Other things are not used, all those things. So this payment method we have specified in country India. Now we need to specify payment method in our particular company code.
Huh.
So click on payment methods in company code. So I'm going to click on new entries, company code TA01. What is my payment method is hyphen Press enter. Here I need to specify minimum amount, how much I can make, 100. Maximum I can say up to the limit I can specify here. Payment per due date, single payment for marked items. Okay, so I'm going to know, I'm not going to click anything as of now. We are just enabling for the basic settings.
Okay.
Okay,
Huh.
as soon we encounter some errors, we will come back to this screen. Or if we recognize one specific business scenario use case, in that case we will visiting again to this screen and will play this checkbox and we'll see if that can fulfill our requirements. Okay, so I specified payment method in country and in our company code also. Okay, last option we have is the bank determination. Okay, so go to TE01. We don't have. Yeah, we have it here. So select this. So like by default, all the company codes would be listed here. Okay, so few things we will check here. First is ranking order. Go to new entry. Okay, this is called the payment method. So what is our payment method? Is hyphen. Okay, currency. So we are going to leave the currency blank as we understood, right? For
Huh.
the payment method in countries. So blank means this payment method can be used for all kind of currency payments.
Okay.
Even though like you have available balance in all the bank accounts,
Hmm.
right? But then how system will understand from which bank account I should make the payment. So for that we are giving the ranking order. The ranking order 1 would be considered first until unless entire amount is consumed. Once it is consumed entirely,
Hmm.
then that can call for the ranking order 2 if I have any other bank account for the ranking order 2.
Okay.
Okay. Then go to bank accounts, go to new entries and select our house bank, which is HDFC. And then this is payment method. Yeah, so we have single payment method. Then currency will leave it blank. This is account ID H0001 and bank sub account. So now we need to create
Okay.
GL master also. Where do we have bank accounts here?
Hmm.
Right, this one we have created. Now I'm going to copy this and one is for outgoing.
So bank account.
So I'll say HDFC. Okay. I would say bank transfer outgoing. Okay, what I need to change in the control data, I need to make it as open item management, right?
Yes. Huh.
Yes. And apart from this is not revenue account. Apart from this, we don't have to select anything. If you want to select house bank ID, you can select, but it doesn't has any impact. This is just to recognize whether this bank, this deal is linked to which house bank. So if you want, you can select. Otherwise, leave it blank. It doesn't have any effect, any
Okay.
impact anywhere. So selected this one and this is outgoing. Okay, so outgoing is 700131 is my outgoing bank, so that I need to specify this CL.
Hmm.
All things are not required, business area, all those things, and just save it. So if you are making automatic payment,
Huh.
then this account would be debited or credited.
Credited.
Correct. Okay, then other things we don't need really. So leave those as it is. And basically we are done with the configuration of automatic payment program setup.
Okay.